Hey, what's up, guys? DekeRelaxShacks.com. In the comments below, you let me know what tiny house builders or tiny houses you want us to feature in upcoming episodes, because we travel a lot.
We have everything we need right here in our house. And every morning when you wake up, you're at home.
Yeah,
you just have a different front yard. Hi, I'm Dan.
And I'm Emily.
Welcome to our tiny house on wheels.
Micro house. I fell in love with watching the shows on TV, started researching it, bought a book at Lowe's and started following this guy on RelaxShacks.com named Deke Diedrichson, and saw where he was doing all these builds. It was like so cool. Finally, there was one that got near me, which was in Riegelwood, North Carolina. Nobody could go with me, so I had to go by myself in December, and it was so much fun, learned so much, got introduced to the tiny house tribe, loved it. And this guy said that he was not going to use the bathroom in a bucket. We'll make that more PG than what he really said.
And when she got home from Riegelwood, we stayed up half the night talking about her experience. And she was like, you got to meet these guys. She said they're awesome and all. And still, I was very skeptical about tiny house. And we went to our first tiny house festival in Ooh La La Farms.
The Georgia one of 2018.
And I even got to meet Deke, Dustin, Chris Shapdick, Andrew Bennett, the whole lot of them, and everybody was just so awesome and all. And the first house that I stepped in, I fell in love, and I was like, yes, this is very possible.
We went and hung out with some friends in Virginia, went to Assateague Island, and it's so much fun. Number one, we didn't have to pack. All of our stuff is here, so you know all the different climates that we've been through. Being on the beach, had our bathing suit. Going up and needing rain gear and colder weather stuff has been really cool.
We have everything we need right here in our house, and every morning when you wake up, you're at home.
Yeah,
you just have a different front yard. Our house is built on a 5x10 trailer, and we come up a foot and out a foot on each side. So when you come up a foot, it's actually 7 foot by 10 foot, but the square footage of the floor is 50 square feet. And we built it as lightweight as possible. With all our stuff and all, it is like 2,800 pounds. And only the budget wasn't that bad. We built this thing for maybe right at or a little over $5,000.
Really? Yeah. What about reused, recycled stuff? Any of that in the mix here?
There is. So the ladder there, homage to Alex Eves and his house, is an old fireman's ladder that we had gotten and used for our 18th vows renewal, and it hung in the tree, and we had made these lanterns out of wine bottles and stuff. And so then we cut it into 3 sections. Our daughter and our son have a piece of it, and they use it leaned up against the wall at their house to have blankets laid on it. And then we have the lower half of it that we turned into our pantry. These windows, one of our other sons got off side of the road before I even knew what I was going to use them for, and after going to Summer Camp 5 in Vermont and learning how to glaze windows, I felt confident when I got home. I took them apart, sanded them down, filled in some areas, and started painting them and putting it together and building the boxes for them.
I like your little wedge pieces there to keep them open. It's so simple, but it works. And
it works so efficiently, and you can always, if you need it just a little bit, if it's raining or something, you can adjust what you want, or you can stick it out further, depending on
weather conditions.
Conditions.
The scrap pieces of plywood, which
is the floor.
Our floor in.
Yeah, we made that into 4-inch strips, and I painted it, sanded it, and made my own stain out of vinegar and steel wool. And so
that's something Paulo Coleman at the workshops teaches.
Yeah. That one, and then of course obviously the shishigi
bone,
which is the entire exterior, and then this piece, because I want to bring a little bit of that in here, so I burnt all these little pieces, the countertop there, here, this, and all. And so it's still a work in progress. We still learn new things that work and don't work, but everything's here. And after we spend more time in here, like, we keep editing out the stuff that we keep getting rid of stuff. I don't even know how we still keep getting rid of stuff, but we do. We'll find homes for it.
And actually, I used to be a big TV buff. I had to have my TV.
Yeah.
And now, since we've been in here, we haven't had a TV. You know, if we do any media, it's like on our phone or whatever. So I hardly watch TV anymore. I got rid of a 60-inch TV and a 40-inch TV.
Yeah.
And
Don't even own a TV.
don't even own a TV.
You're creating your own entertainment, so to speak. New locales all the time.
Yes.
And like I said, when you open your door, there's your front yard.
Yeah.
I mean, you when you wake up, sometimes you're like, where am I at today? And the view is always changing.
Yeah.
Now, Dan, you're a former, right, race car driver. You were big into that?
Yes, I was very big into it.
Yeah, now is this something, I imagine you guys tailgating with this, going down the races.
I'm kind of out of racing now. I've kind of lost that fizz for it, but
The traveling bug beat you hard.
I'm on to new adventures now. The only other hobby that we have other than hiking and stuff, but on wheels, I love, going different roads and all on my motorcycle.
Okay. Now tell me about storage. There's actually a decent amount under the kitchen countertops and such.
Yeah, we actually have really good storage. All these bins right here, this side right here. The bottom one, when we have our puppy with us, that's his cubby. And then this is our bathroom cubby. And then, of course, your junk drawer cubby. And the rest of these are for our groceries, refrigerator, cleaning supplies. And then underneath, we have even hanging clothes here for storage. The green suitcase is mine. The bins over there are yours. We even have on that side of the little build out is where Dan keeps his motorcycle helmets.
Yeah.
And of course our little bookcase and storage here that we have. And there's drawers up under the settee where Dan and I keep our things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
There's also I see a commode of sorts.
Yes, that is our dry toilet that we use. The bucket that Dan did not want.
I'm fixing to have a shirt made that says "I poop in a bucket."
Yeah.
Glad to have the bucket.
Who's the boss of this relationship? I'm just kidding.
We're symbiotical.
Yeah.
It's synergistic.
We balance each other out.
Yeah, no, I know.
Sure. But yeah.
What about showering, getting clean on the road?
Oh, okay. So that's really good. So we have a hot water heater. It's a 2.5 gallon on-demand hot water heater. This is the only faucet that we have, and this is our sink, which you see stuff in it. But we have this cool thing right here that hooks up here, and then you just put it outside the window, can adjust the temperature the way you want it, and we have a shower curtain that we put out there to bathe with. And it has been, we actually really have found out that we like bathing under the stars. So much fun. Half of our life is spent outside. People say, how can you live in this? And we're like, well, it holds our stuff. We sleep in it, but we live outside. We like to hike, kayak, have fires. We hang out with our kids and our grandkids doing stuff. And so...
And also another thing is people always ask us, well, they tell us, they're like, I couldn't live in a space like that. It's just small. Y'all got to always be on top of each other, but we're actually not. I mean, one day I got up on the bed and took a nap, and Emily was sitting over here on the bench reading, and next thing you know, Emily's crashed out over on the bench. But she had her space.
Yeah.
I had mine, and we find it very comfortable. But it's like this. This is our home. We're not always inside. We like hiking. We love being outside. I mean, it's not like we're always sitting on the couch like couch potatoes.